I think that from my experience, I think many times it comes from the leadership of the company that's implementing, that there are different expectations by different leaders in different parts of the organization on what they're going to get. And in some cases, ERP might be a takeaway for somebody in one part of the organization, but it'll be a great benefit to somebody, say, in finance. And so if the expectations aren't balanced between the leadership team, you'll end up having people that literally can scuttle the project. And I call these people, like when I do leadership alignment meetings with people in a conference room, I try to get everybody on the same page on what we're going to get out of it. And you always have people that will sit there and smile and nod their head and say yes, and yes, that's right. And when they leave the room, they say, boy, I don't want to have any part of this because this isn't going to work for me. So leadership alignment is really one of the things that we need to focus on. And this is one of the lessons I learned through many of the projects, is that you have to get the leaders to agree on what the measurements are and what they're going to get out of the system, and be happy with what they're getting from the system. Because in some cases, some areas of the business, there may be takeaways that change the process in a way that is viewed as a takeaway by its leader. And in some other areas, maybe like finance, they're getting a tremendous amount more data, and it's a real benefit to managing the business. But you find when you do the leadership alignment meetings that you find people that do not respond well to the process, but they'll still sit and nod their head and smile and say, yes, I agree. And then when they leave the room, they are not going to participate. When they do that, they can really kind of scuttle your project. And I call the people that will smile and agree with everything in the meeting room, but then trash the project when they leave. Those are what I call covert agreeers. And they're very difficult to handle that on a project. And if you root them out, you are viewed as somebody that is taking an aim at the client's leadership team. And you have to kind of walk softly around that, but it's something that needs to be handled on the project, or the projects will fail.